live a disciplined life is only going towards destruction. And it is discipline that enables us to follow God's plan for our lives. And now I'm not talking about our destiny as in like the eternal destiny of making heaven. I'm talking about our destiny here on earth. The goals we have, the God's purpose for us here on earth as we live in. And can we please open to 1 Corinthians chapter 9, 23 to 27? And can someone please read that for us?
23 to 27?
Yes, please.
I do all this for the sake of the gospel, that I may share in its blessings. Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. Therefore, I do not run like someone running aimlessly. I do not fight like a boxer beating the air. No, I strike a blow to my body and make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified for the prize.
Amen. In this Bible passage, Apostle Paul uses the analogy of running a race. When you want to run a race, you train hard and you discipline yourself. And when one runs a race, you don't run aimlessly. You run with a purpose in mind. You run with a goal in mind. And you run with the aim of winning. And living a disciplined life is not easy, whether or not you're a Christian, whether or not you're a believer or non-believer. But it is better when you walk into the will of God. Now, there are two types of discipline. The first type is self-discipline. And self-discipline is defined as personal training that develops self-control and character and results in an orderly and efficient life. Self-discipline is what we do. And then the second kind of discipline is divine discipline, which is God's corrective measures in our lives. When we stray away from God's will, He corrects us to bring us back. And can someone please open to Hebrews 12:5?
Hebrews 12:5 reads, I here have forgotten David, a beloved son, which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastising of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him.
Amen. When we disobey God, He does discipline us to get us back in line and steer us in the right direction. But self-discipline is something that we do. God does not practice self-discipline on us. We do that ourselves. He practices divine discipline, and it's up to us to practice self-discipline in our everyday life. And discipline is a practice. You don't just wake up one day and be disciplined. You have to learn it. You will make mistakes, but it makes you stronger. And whatever you discipline your life about determines the value which you place on it. If you don't put a value on a particular goal, you won't work hard towards it, and you won't be disciplined about it. For example, if you wanted to buy a car, and you've been saving up for it for a very long time, and say you walk into a mall or a store, you're less likely to spend money recklessly because you have in mind that goal, and that's what discipline is. According to a study that was carried out recently, the #1 New Year's resolution for the average American was weight loss. Like when it's January 1st, everyone wants to lose weight, everyone wants to work out. And there's this desire to be fit, and there's this desire to be healthy, and people start working out. And for a while, it works. Like the first few days, everyone eats healthy, everyone works out. But then the second, third weeks, you drive by McDonald's, you see where you want to eat, or you drive by Burger King, and then that resolve starts to weaken. And it's discipline that enables us to stick to whatever we start out to do. You can wish to be fit all you want. You can wish and hope. Stay in your bed, eat all you want, and wish and hope to lose weight. It won't work if you don't go out and discipline yourself. You have to discipline what you put inside of your body. As a college student, I just finished my freshman year of college. I have met some pretty interesting people in my life. When you go to a class, you hear people on the first day of class, you're all hyped up. I'm gonna ace this class, I'm gonna pass this class, I'm gonna make dean's list. And you see the determination on their face, and they're so pumped up and ready. But then, halfway into the semester, the end of the semester, they're barely passing, they're struggling. Why? Is this because they're not brilliant, or because they're not intelligent, or because just God didn't give them wisdom? No, actually, in fact, I have found out that success in college is more about effort than brain smart, because it's usually those kids who stay up and study that succeed than those who are smart, because smartness doesn't get you anywhere without discipline. And it doesn't matter what your destiny is. If you desire your destiny, but you don't discipline yourself towards it, it's just a waste of time. Discipline is staying up one extra hour at the night to study. Discipline is getting out of the comfort of your bed and actually walking to the library to do research or homework. Discipline is reading the material over and over again until you actually understand it. And now let me tell you what discipline is not. Discipline is not procrastination. Oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll just write that paper tomorrow. Just a few more hours. Let me just sleep. Oh, I'll just work on it next week. Or you know what? After this meal, this one meal, I'm going to start eating healthy. Just one more week and I'm going to start working out. That is not discipline. Discipline is having a goal, having an aim, and sticking with it. And I pray that God, in everything that we do in our lives, that the Spirit of God would direct us and give us discipline in Jesus' name.